Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Black Fang. Today I will be playing Chapter 12, Flurries from the Past. After another close call with the seemingly malevolent White Fang, the Black Fang flees north to Ilia, out of the White Fang's normal range. They plan to take sanctuary at Chadwick's childhood house, a place Chadwick is reluctant to return to. The cold wasteland of Ilia seems to be a place where no enemy can reach the Fang, but how safe are they really? Chapter 12, Flurries from the Past. We're here. This? I remember this. Not all of it, but I remember some of this. This is not as bad as I was expecting. We might be able to camp out after all. My dad was a carpenter, so the walls are set up well. But some of the wood is likely rotted. It's going to need some work. I know what comes next. I'm on it. Keegan will start a small fire, Hannah can prep the rations, and we can start talking about our long-term plans. I'll see about setting up some bedding. You think this is a game? What did I tell you? I'm sorry, sir. Don't be sorry. Sorry isn't going to keep your little brother warm. And your mother needs her rest. Just pile the wood on the rocks like I told you, not on the snow. Last thing we need is a damp fireplace. Yes, sir. Dad? Shouldn't we get a doctor for Mom? Yeah, I'll be heading into town once the snow stops. You'll be on your own for a few days again. You'll remember what I said about the traps? Yes, sir. Because if you goof off or screw 'em up again, even for a second, I won't, I promise. All right. Finish up with your pile and bring it to the wheelbarrow. Do me a favor, Chadwick. Yes, sir? When you go in, can you give your mother my dinner? Yes, sir. Will you? I'm not hungry. Now finish up already. You're making them wait. Yes, sir. And Chadwick? Yes, father? Never mind. People are depending on you. No excuses. Don't screw up. Yes, sir. Mira. Nothing has changed since we left. Of course not. Why would anything be different? This house is just a tombstone in the snow. I don't have time to sulk. I can't allow any kind of weakness in while calling the arcane magic. Last time What am I doing? Just get to it, Chadwick. You have some experience with morphs, right, Chadwick? I noticed the Black Fang was being augmented with them after Nurgle became involved behind the scenes. I have experience with the leveraged entity issuance forma, but I've never created more than one entity at once. Then you must not have learned to harvest quintessence. I'm not familiar with quintessence. You may stand to gain more here than you realize. That was just a flashback to chapter 4 or so, maybe not that chapter exactly, but when we first met William. We keep running from our enemies, falling back again and again with no traction and less to get by. I can't keep my people alive, much less honor the dead. Everyone is counting on me and I keep letting them down. If we want a fighting chance, I need to take advantage of the strength of our enemies by adding it to our own. I'm going to harvest quintessence. I'm going to protect my brothers. They're the only family I have left anymore. The darkest that sank into me years ago. I think that might supposed to say darkness instead of darkest, I'm not sure. The power that shares my body. Gather me the souls of the slain and grant me their strength. Is it You couldn't be. Chadwick, what did I tell you? Everything is your fault. No, it's impossible. You've been dead you can't be here. I killed you. I didn't mean to, but what? More morphs? I only made one. You let your mother die. You took your brother's family. You villain. You're an abomination. Let the darkness rot your body. My son is dead. Why can't I let you go? Father, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Blech, this pen will never work. Maybe if we took the land route. Hey, Chadwick, Chadwick? Yeah! What the? Chadwick, are you alright? Jonas, help! It's impossible, but it's... Everyone, wake up! We're being attacked by an unknown entity. If you can hear me, suit up. Where are those things coming from? Okay, so something I want to show before I start the chapter. Keegan, Hannah, and Luke are quote-unquote unable to take part in this chapter. We'll see why we get that status on them later. So I'm going to do my preparation and then turn. Okay, let's get started. I'll go ahead and deploy Jacoby. So it's interesting that we didn't have him last chapter, but I guess we have him back now. Erg, I know why they're here. Arnold, are you alright? What happened to you? There are voices screaming in my head. Such anguish. That being is like them. It draws them to it. The same misery that built it built them. But these aren't morphs made by Chadwick. Nor are they William's creations. They must be Nurgle's then, right? Who is Nurgle? He was a Black Fang supporter and a tactician. Brendan's wife Sonia called upon him for counsel. Erg, my head! This Nurgle, he longed to see someone from Ilia. I could feel it, but I don't know how. This Nurgle, what did he look like? I never saw him myself. Rumor is that Uhai described him as a fearsome shadow of a man. Physically, he had dark hair and a goatee. I can tell what you're thinking. I won't say it's impossible, but Merrick declared Nurgle dead. On top of that, we found you on the Western Isles. If Luke was awake, he'd be telling us that we don't have time to sit here chatting. But it really would help us to understand our situation. We can talk more after Chadwick is safe. Chadwick, what happened? You look like you've seen a ghost. Did you see where all of these things came from? All of the infantry stumbled over here like the undead. That daunting one, that's my fault. You mean you made a morph? That's incredible! We could make our own dispensable soldiers. Like Leaf, but competent. No, this isn't what I wanted. I'm doing it again. They're going to die because of me. It always goes wrong. Dude, get a hold of yourself. This thing has you really freaking out. What is it about that thing that has you on edge so bad? Jonas, that morph is my father. I don't know anything about dark magic, but your father's dead. That thing might look like him, but I don't believe it is him. Morphs gather the strength of the deceased, right? It may just have a shape from the energy that you channeled into it. Its mind, its world, its anger. That isn't your father. It's something else. It's mine. Huh? The words it spoke to me, they were my own feelings. I understand now. A morph is a construct, but like the leaf, it borrows life from me. I can use quintessence to build a body, but not a mind. Its mind is a copy of a part of myself. All morphs must in some way be reflections of part of their creator. Alright, I've killed parts of William then, and he seems fine. I'm going to kill part of you for your own sake. The stupid part that thinks you have to do this alone. You can thank me later. Jonas. So I think this conversation is trying to sort of build on the camaraderie and the way the Black Fang are like a family to each other. So they see that Chadwick's struggling in more ways than one, not just against the actual enemy that are here, but also his internal struggles, and they're there to support him. Right, so these units are morphs. We've already seen that description before. There's a couple objectives we want, so maybe I shouldn't spoil too much, but at least for Arnold, we want him to fight a decent number of morphs, and yeah, so we want, of course, to also try to get to these treasure chests and get the contents of them. And both Chadwick and Paul have the thief ability of seeing further in this sort of fog of war / winter map. And the goal is to throw out the enemy. So for reasons I'll get into later, we want to rush this tile as fast as we can. Okay, Jonas can't make it there. So when I was playing Decay of the Fangs before Fire Emblem Black Fang existed, I believe this was the very final chapter. And I loved the writing and everything so much that when I beat the game, I actually went on and played the remaining chapters of like regular FE7. And it was sort of funny because every chapter I would reach a point where a new unit came in, like a new recruitable unit or something, and then that would take a unit that was in my party out of my party, and then eventually I actually got to a soft lock, and then the game was unplayable anymore. So I enjoyed the game so much that I chose to keep playing it even after that wasn't really like technically possible because the game was over. Anyway, so this is a very difficult chapter, possibly the most difficult one in the game. Or pardon me, not in the entire game, but in the game up to this point. I'll equip the spear, I think. I'm not sure if my Jackie's really strong enough to do very well. Maybe if I fail this chapter a couple times, I might reconsider which units I've brought into this chapter with me. And already it's not looking so good. I might have been too aggressive in my movement. So as I said before, we want to press this way as fast as possible. Right, I don't have a vulnerary on Jonas. I should have put one on him. Baldo needs to heal. Oh, of course I had to miss. At least he didn't land both his hits. You have a Worm Slayer, you have a Killing Edge. Well, I don't want to move Paul any further then. You have a Hammer, which might be effective against Norris? Yeah, everybody has some pretty strong items here. Alright. Arnold unfortunately can't move much because of the snow. I really like this music. But I assume Jack is gonna die. So far she's doing a lot of dodging, but she only has 7 HP. Okay, we survived the killing edge, so that's good. Maybe I will even turn Chadwick's animations off just because I like the music so much. Yeah, just as I thought. I'm gonna let that play out just for a second, or maybe not. I'd rather show this cutscene when we're there, so I'll restart the chapter now. So this is what happens when you attack this cavalier with Arnold. The pain of others I do not feel. The sorrow of others does not touch me. So that is why I want to actually turn the animations on for Arnold. I think that'll be better for when he's... Hannah, are you awake? Chadwick's in trouble again. Hannah, I need your help. What? Really? Where is he? What happened? I don't know. I heard Jonah's calling us arms. And Chadwick is missing. Don't worry, kid. Nothing is happening to that asshole while I'm around. Luke? Don't give me that look. I just don't want Headstrap leading this show. Luke, we almost lost Chadwick once. I can't stand the thought of this being the time he really... Stop. We need to get out there and find him. Really, Keegan? If I had done a better job last time, he'd never have suffered like that. I'm not gonna slip up again. Anthony wasn't an adequate bodyguard, but I've got your brother's back. Thank you, Luke. Let's hurry. So we have Keegan's entered the fray now. So the thing I was considering showing before without showing that cutscene again, or for the first time, is this is White, a morph-like entity that visually represents Chadwick's father. So in the conversation at the beginning of this chapter, if I correctly understand what they were saying, this White that Chadwick created is what is attracting all the other morphs, and the other morphs are created by someone else. And they said it's not William and it's not Chadwick that created the morphs. They theorized that it's maybe Nurgle. Anyway, this White has a special dark silver sword. So it allows the White to have 1-2 range, and then as you see, interestingly, they have an A in Anima, and they come with Veil's Touch, gives a little treat to the unit that uses it. So, as I said, one of my goals was to get to this tile as soon as possible, and the reason we want to get to this tile is so that we can kill this White before it is no longer reachable. If you don't defeat this White within 4 turns, it goes away, or at least it isn't killable for the item anymore. So we're currently on turn 3. You don't have a chance against me. Everything surrounding you is marred with failure. It's funny. It's not unlike my dad to take cracks at me like that. But somehow when he did it, it was, come on, you can do better than that. This is easy, suck it up. Never did he suggest there was a thing I couldn't handle. You're not him. You're that nagging voice of guilt. I can silence you, and I will. Again, I wish I had the animations on for that. Where is Jonas? Oh, Jonas isn't in range. And I can't rescue Chadwick either. Well then, it's guaranteed I need to restart, I'm pretty sure. Unless he misses, but he's almost certainly not going to miss. I'll just pause and show you if he misses or not, because it's not worth showing the next bit. I missed it because I wasn't recording, but the white missed Chadwick. Chadwick, why did you go alone? I'll go anywhere with you. Don't leave me behind. This light? Where is it coming from? What's this? Got the Mira's Hope. I'll send the Mira's Hope to Jacoby. Some kind of totem, carved from wood and delicately painted. A crescent of light holding tight to the shadow of a moon. A Pegasus crossing the threshold. Protect him. Who's there? Hello? Strange. I feel as though I was meant to have this. Perhaps it has some use? Okay, I see this archer with a longbow just spawned. Seeing how it is turn 4 already, I think I'll make a save state and see if I can get a crit, because that'll be the only way we can possibly beat this boss in this turn. And as you can see, he has a unique conversation with Jonas as well as with Chadwick. I understand why Chadwick resisted coming to Ilia now. Evil spirit, your presence threatens my brothers. You cannot continue to exist in this world any longer. I'll be ending you now. And we did get a crit. But we also need to not miss with Chadwick's attack. And we didn't. So I made a save state, but I guess I didn't need one anyway. I got lucky. And what a great way to get his final level before he can promote. Okay, I don't believe any enemy can come out of the blue and kill either of these units. And with the elixir, they both could have one heal with the elixir, and Chadwick also has a Baldari. So I think we're doing well. I want to feed as many morph kills to Arnold as possible. Do I have Arnold's animations turned on? No. Or, no, I do. Can't turn Jonas's off now. Okay. Death feeds me. Death pleases me. I am the essence I consume. You fools will become corpses here because I wish it to be. By gods, we're the same! Am I really just a morph? Alright, so my weakest set of units is up here. They have Hannah now to help out, but still in a bit of danger from the strength of these guys. I wonder if Paul can kill on his own, but I don't know if I want to use that many killing edge uses. I'll hype Norris, and then Norris can finish off this archer. Apparently get a crit while he's at it. And everyone's basically at full health. Okay, Baldo needs to heal. But I could do a support with Arnold first. This is one I think we already saw. Start exploring with Bada. But I want to keep Ubaldo safe. Although Jackie's not doing so great either, so that might not have gone well. How does Paul fare against you? Do you have ranged items? Yes, you do. Okay, I'll just leave Paul here then for now. The snow is making it hard to reach him. Is rushing alone like this really a good idea? Him rushing to rescue Hannah didn't work out wonderfully for us. Ah, damn. I can't think clearly. I have to protect Chadwick. I'll kill anything that stands in my way. Okay, so I think that map scroll there is to show that an enemy spawned around this area. We want to be careful that we don't kill all of the enemies though until we get the contents of all the chests. Obviously, as for these guys, we want to heal them as soon as possible. Okay, these guys are doing much better now. Norris. Well, he can't kill you. Okay, no enemies in this area. Oh, and we can pass through here. I think in the Decay of the Fangs you might not have been able to do that. Wyvern there, some dudes coming from up here. It's really hard to predict where I need my units to be at any given time. Norris needs to be healed. Okay, we have an apostle here. Heavily armored knights with stout defense but low speed. I think these are like great knights from FEA. That said, I clearly made a mistake on where I needed to be. I'm not sure if I've shown moves animation, so let's turn those on. Oh, so you have really weak weapon. Has only 1 might. But you still do 13 damage. You have a spear, you have a light brand. I'm gonna kill you. Can I rescue? I can rescue Hannah. There's a risk I'll get doubled if I do. I think that's what I'll try. Okay, we have you. I think we'll run. Well, we already spoke to 2 more with Arnold, so that might be all we needed to. Chadwick can run away. Oh, this is a better spot for me to stand. There's no point in fighting with Chadwick against the Wyvern Rider because he's at max experience. He'd just be stealing my experience. Everyone else, I guess we can start heading to help out up north. And that leaves Keegan. Oh, Keegan can take care of this tonight for us. So maybe I didn't need to rescue Hannah after all. Oh, there's another great night or whatever. That's a pretty cool animation. And an archer. Or maybe that's the same great knight and it just moved through like that. What? It's as if he crumbled from using all of his life energy. Oh, maybe it gives that quote all the time because we already defeated the boss. Those damn insects move fast. It won't matter. I'm faster and none of them will make it out alive. Don't know where these invaders come from, but they'll be getting a one-way ticket out of Iliad. Okay, let's make a save state here so we can show the different recruit conversations of Delphia. So Delphia, an Ilian Pegasus knight with a cold, ruthless personality. These are what her stats look like. Pretty good bases. Maybe, yeah, pretty good bases. Comes with Silver Lance and a Delphi shield. Baldo cannot rescue her. I'm not sure if Amia can either. But let's move towards her as fast as we can. Oh. Please hit. And you did. Okay. And Norris is ready to promote. And Jonas is also ready to promote. Okay, I'll save again since we're better equipped to rescue Delphia now. Do you have... No, you don't have the elixir anymore. Should be able to survive an attack from this enemy, I believe. I think I'll promote Jonas now. Jonas can now use axes. In a previous video I might have said that I thought Jonas's animation was just a copy of Hector's, but I've since learned that it's not, that he has a custom animation as a promoted unit. So I don't think I can risk with anyone. Just oh, we can with Ubaldo. Oh right, we can't because he doesn't have enough con. But we can show this recruit conversation first. Stand back, little lady. Wow, you must be a blessing. We're fighting these morphs that appeared. And on angel feathers dives a maiden warrior. Yes, I've been tracking these things. I don't like small armies moving through Ilian soil. I don't know what they stand for, but that alone was enough to provoke me to scalp a few of them. That's not wordplay. I tried to scalp a few of them, but they crumble into dust. That's how I know that whatever they are, it's not human. You're exactly right, they're creatures of darkness. Such things should not exist. I fear it is an omen for bigger battles to come. Well, take arms, sister, we must protect the men. We all know they can't do it on their own. Oh, I mean, I can fight, but I'm not a warrior. Oh, not an Ilian? I must have overestimated you. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. Outside women are as weak as Ilian men. Only a few of them are worth their salt. And none of them can ride a Pegasus. I probably couldn't ride one of them. No, you're weak like the rest of them. That's alright, you can rely on the strong like me. Someone has to protect the weak. Well, we'd be happy to have you. That's not the safe state I want. I'll just promote Jonas. So that's the one recruit conversation. But there's a couple more I want to do. So for now, I can just have enemy move this way, I suppose. You have Nosferatu, you have Fire, and you have Divine. Let's take out the Nosferatu one. Norris, I can promote now. So Norris is the first Halberdier unit that we've seen in the game. His description is Vanguard Lancers, high attack and critical. You can see he's wielding a javelin, and right now his crit is 24, so that's definitely true that he has the high crit. So next, I think I'll hype him. I'll let him show his stuff. So we want to see Jonas's promote animations and Norris's. So I'll show his off right now. Oh, and we get a crit with him right away. This is where I find Norris really starts to take off. And Luke can't make it to attack, but I can put the hand axe on him, which means, well, if I put the hand axe on him, then the monk will attack someone else. But now they might not, because they might do more damage to Luke than to Hannah, because Hannah has more res. Who am I left with? I'll heal Norris. And Paul, I can move closer to unlock that door. Oh, and we get a crit with Jonas right away as well. And yeah, that animation is really sick. Okay, as I thought, the Morph chose to attack Luke. Which means it'll probably attack Luke again. Okay, we can rescue now. These guys can move away. I'm going to deliberately leave the enemies alive, just because I need to make sure, or I want to be able to get all these chests, and if I rout the enemy, it'll end the chapter. And no one's at any risk of dying from the single monk. Please do not double. Thank you. So as long as I have the Iron Axe equipped on Luke, he'll continue to be attacked, but only for 7 damage per turn. As for this mage, it definitely has to go because it has super strong tome against Arnold. I think I'll attack with Yami first. Finish them off with Jackie. Right, we have Jacob here. This is sort of a joke that we got a Broken Lance. It's the same stats as the other Broken Lances. This one has a silver sword. This is a proper silver sword, not a dark A with multi-range. I'll send this to Jacoby. I'll leave this monk alive again. Okay, I guess all the units are coming from the south, so I should probably move that way. Especially now that I have the chest opened. You should be able to finish off the night with your spear. Oh, we have a pirate now. I am afraid about what else is going to come from the south. You went for Hannah, but you missed. Okay, there's a bunch more dudes now. So I should be able to show 2 more recruit conversations now. So here is the recruit conversation with Chadwick. Who are you? Relax, little guy. I'll protect you from these phantom soldiers. No foreign spirits will do on my soil. Oh, right. You're an Ilian Pegasus Knight. Perfect. Sorry, I lost my composure for a minute. Yeah, she does have quite a beautiful portrait here. You caught me at a weird time. Actually, you're just what I need right now. I'm not interested in men. What? I'm offering you employment. I'm a little more interested in you're not that hideous. I mean as a soldier. I didn't realize you had funds to spare. Aren't you an Ilian? I was born here, but I haven't been back to Ilia in years. I have a few knights who have similar stories. But why would you pay a fellow Ilian for aid, unless you haven't been bringing any of the riches from outside? I don't really consider myself an Ilian. Good, because a true Ilian wouldn't be such a greedy coward. I should run you through. While you live the high life, your family out here starves. Most of my family is dead. All I have left is my brother. I'd rather have him eat on the run than starve in Ilia. Alright, I'll help you out. You and your brother. There will be spoils flowing back to Ilia though. Fair deal. Okay, that's with Chadwick. And then this is the conversation with Keegan. You, boy, are you fighting these phantom invaders? Yes, this is my brother's estate. These things came out of nowhere while he was out in the snow. I need to find him. Well, there's no money in it, but I could hardly ignore violence upon an Ilian family. My brother leads a mercenary troop here, so surely he can pay you as well. Even better. What's your name, boy? Keegan. Alright, Keegan. I'm Delphia, the greatest Pegasus Knight Ilia has to offer. I will not let you down. So I'm going to go with recruiting with Chadwick, just because I would like to keep... I'd like to keep Keegan's move for utility. Or for fighting enemies or whatever. Okay. Oh, nice. Probably should have attacked the magic unit though, but I think it's fine. Okay. Oh, we can talk with Hannah here. Don't you worry, Missy. Ain't a hair on his head gonna get hurt this time. Luke, I ain't gonna waddle off like Anthony. I'll fight the goddamn winter if that's what it takes. Luke, that means a lot. But it won't mean nothing if you get cut up on the way there. You gotta keep close and let me be the one to break through. I understand. Thank you, Luke. But Luke, if we get separated, take this. So that's how we can get a torch and get some more characterization. I'll return Luke's special axe. Now we have Delphia here. Compared to Jackie, yeah, she's better than Jackie in every regard, and she's the same level. I believe Keegan might have a higher crit chance now that he's promoted. Oh, he can support here. I think this is new. Don't sulk. I'll sulk if I want to. Alright, fine, I'm sorry. Really? Yeah, I should have saved you some of the stew. Paul, you blockhead. You think that's what this is about? You don't appreciate how I always look out for you. Yeah, you're lucky to have me. Yeah? That's all? Yes, that's all. 'Cause you said that last time. Yeah, well, it's important. Was there more to this? No, leave me alone. Jackie, thanks. I can always count on you to keep me in mind. I'm sorry if I forget that you're worried about me sometimes. I guess I take it for granted because I can't see myself doing any of this without you. Munch munch. Paul, are you eating my crackers now too? No. Paul, I'm going to freaking kill you. You can't catch me. Cramp. That's interesting. I didn't know Jackie had feelings for Paul. I never noticed that in previous playthroughs. Perhaps because I noticed how much Jackie was falling off. So Paul, I wanted to get to the chest as soon as possible. I do like that this game makes the dancers strong enough that they can actually be used without being too worried about things. Okay, good. They can't hit this giant tent, that's great. Okay, 4 damage with the broken lance, that's cool. And she can double him on top of that. Okay, a bunch more dudes. Oh, white gem on this mercenary, okay. Excellent. Oh, thank God. I was not paying attention there. By all rights, I should have died, but I got lucky. I'm getting lucky a lot this chapter. Okay, you shouldn't be able to kill me. You won't do extra damage because I have the Delphi shield, or the Delphi shield, I mean. So 11 damage plus whatever that damage is, it might not be safe to use her. Oh, that's all you're carrying? Right, because you gave all your other stuff to Delphia. It's fine. I won't move Hannah out of the way because each time she gets hit, I can give Ubaldo more experience. So you don't have anything to steal. Interestingly, you can use lances apparently. this nomad. Okay, so there's a Myrmidon here, but they're dead now. I don't know if there could have been anything stolen from them, but they're dead. You have nothing to steal from you. Get a crit, maybe that's the end of the chapter? No, okay, I'll just pause now, and then when I find an enemy, I'll maybe show it. So I found a dude here. There's nothing interesting. There's Jonas's other crit animation with the hand axe, but we haven't seen a crit animation with a non-range axe yet. I'm going to continue searching for people to fight because it seems that wasn't the end, and I'll come back if I find any, when I find anything. I found these enemies here. I think they might have all been running to this fort to heal, but one of them's standing on it and can't escape because its other enemies are in the way, so they're probably in a deadlock where these enemies can't use the fort, so they're waiting for the fort, but this enemy can't get off the fort because it's waiting for them to get out of the way, and so they're stuck there forever. But now that they've seen me, they will probably start attacking. I don't think they can all kill Chadwick, or that they can kill Chadwick between all of them. That 15 damage though looked like maybe they could, but since he missed, hopefully I'm okay. I think the only threat is this fighter, because I should have enough res I can survive the monk. So yeah, if both of those hit me, that wouldn't have been enough to kill me, but maybe with this monk. And is that the end of the chapter? That's one problem with this Fog of War map also being a route map, because then once you basically won, you just need to run around trying to find where and how to do the mop up. So anyway, I won, but I definitely should have lost Delphia there. I was playing way too... I wasn't paying attention to what was happening. But anyway. Chadwick, reverted the morphs present on the field. What? Good. Give me a second to collect myself. They're all gone? Yeah, the defeated crumbled into piles of sand. The others fled into the forest. Oddly, they seem to have moved in the same direction. I know where they're going. The Valley of the Ice Dragon. A grave in the snowy mountains. I hear this calling. This could be the answers to my questions, my memories. I'm sorry, Black Fang. I have to go, and I don't know if I'll be coming back. Arnold, where do you think you're going? I'm sorry to run off so abruptly, but I must. I think before Luke appeared on the scene, it was a monologue, so Arnold was speaking, but not to any actual member of the Black Fang. The morphs are gathering, so must I. Hey, get your ass back here. What were you doing out here, and what was that nasty one? I thought I could be like William, make morphs myself. I didn't realize what it entailed. I can't do this again. We need to find another way to beat them. Come on, Chadwick. You know we'll find a way. You know I would have come up with something by morning. I'm just so tired of running from our enemies. We've been retreating more than assassinating since Linus died. I'm sick of being on the defensive. All this time I've gotten us nowhere. I'm not good enough. Patience, you can't lose your cool. You have to remain composed. Trust in us like we trust you. We've come back from worse. Remember when you nearly died? Henna sat with you in the cage. Or the time Keegan got kidnapped by that deranged orphan family? Yeah, you're right. In fact, maybe that's a strength of ours the White Fang isn't aware of us having. Belligerent unity. Maybe it's time to take the offensive. We'll be heading out of Ilia as soon as we get stuff together. I have a plan. They're expecting hit-and-run tactics. They'll know we want to slowly wane down their troops, but if we can fake that we're about to run, they'll respond. They'll keep dedicating a half-assed attack while trying to block our exits. In Decay, they tried to cut off our path, right? Yeah, that was like a day ago. Bear with me. We escaped by cutting into an entire platoon. Now imagine that they're not able to just waltz up to us in the field by blocking us, but instead all of their finest aren't able to direct orders like last time. I still don't understand where this is going. We're going to need to talk to an old friend. We're going to take this to the sea. Old friend. No! We're going to make a false flee. Venom will notice and they'll follow us west. Once we're on the water, we'll turn hard and straight ram them. With all of their troops, they're going to need multiple boats. United we stand, but separate they'll fall. We'll sever their command structure. Then when we rout one, they'll expect us to flee through the gap like we did in Decay. I see where this is going. And we'll just hit the next one. With 2 boats down, we'll have them guessing. Furthermore, we can do all of this en route to William's mansion. If we can split off some troops, he can reinforce with morphs. This is risky. And if William wants to stay out of it, we have trouble. But I like this fighting spirit. I'm full of fighting spirit. Let's run down the armada. Guys, we have trouble. What? Didn't we just have trouble? Arnold has run off. He's chasing down the morphs for some reason. He seems pretty intent on not making it back. Not that I care. Should we follow him? I kind of like Arnold. I'd hate for him to die. I mean, I'd live. Why don't you guys go check on him? I'll ready supplies. I have something that needs tending to anyway. Alright, I'm with Headstrap. Fair enough. It can't be as bad as the last ordeal, right? So I want to show some bonus content. I want to show the final recruit conversation for Delphia, and it's with Annie here. It couldn't be. Oh, come on now, Annie. Don't tell me you could smell me. I've been working up a sweat slaying these abominations. Delphia, I never expected to run into you like this. You wouldn't. You spend so little time in your homeland, I'm shocked you remember it. I've been bringing in just as much as any other Pegasus Knight. Nonsense! Farina has the highest cash out right now, but I'm gaining on her. You try too hard to find weird ways to make money. I don't shy away from bloodbaths. Besides, I am a very reflection of Ilia. You other knights reflect soft mannerisms and timid faces. Ilia is a frigid, inhospitable mistress. Man has tried and failed to tame her. So shall be my story. Etrurians are feeble, those of Bern are stupid, and Lycians are fat. But Ilian women should be fierce and domineering. Only we could make icy death appealing. I would gladly give up another one of my senses to end your banter. I can remove all of them if that offer stands. Rather, make yourself useful. These men are mercenaries fighting a rival group. Once we conquer them, we can loot the fallen. You have a better eye for valuables than I can actually use your help. Of course you can. I'll compete with you and win as always. We'll score by kills rather than spoils. Come on then, no time to lose. Few people will bother me like that banshee. Alright, that was chapter 12, and the next chapter will be chapter 12X, Measure of Man. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.